Hello guys, it's me again, TheSherockow aka Grant, and I'm back finally after quite a while of not posting any videos, but I'm back and ready to start up again. So today, as you can tell down in the title below, I'm introducing my first ever SMP server. It's just going to be between myself and a couple of friends. It's mainly normal vanilla Minecraft with a few added extras that we made, like we're making it almost as realistic as possible. And as you can see, I already have pretty much a base already, and my friends and I, we've logged to anywhere from 15 hours to 30 hours in this server already, so you guys are just jumping along like halfway through what we're doing. And I'll give you a tour of each of our houses and explain it, and also let you see the official rules that we're going to be playing with. And so I'll see you and give you the tour of each of our properties. So sorry, but I lied. We're going to start with the spawn village first, and then do my base. Then we're going to do Airthorn 77's base, then Clark DL 19's base, and then John and T's. So let's get started. So first off, you see off to the right there, this is our mines, and we're gonna form two big trees made out of birch wood. We're undecided about those trees. We might take them down, and I'll just show you a little bit of the mines. This is probably the biggest mines we've ever done. And then if you follow the path, we've got this little wall set up here, and then this path leads all the way through this little forest, and it goes all the way to our main village. And this right there is going to be our entrance, a big gate. And then you walk over this bridge, and there's another bridge that leads over here, right by the mountain. And then if you see this is kind of like the town square. We've added a little bit to it since I took this footage, but it's mainly the same. There's going to be a butcher shop, and have rich districts and poor districts. Then if you travel across this bridge, you can see all the farms. This was mainly mine and John and T's work. We created big barns that we filled with hay, a whole bunch of crops, and then we had two smaller farmhouses, I believe, and a small barn also. Then we have all of our mobs over here, so our farms. It's a little laggy, but... And then we're going to have a road that's going to lead off to John's base. And as you can see, this whole field was actually covered in wheat since I recorded this, so when you guys see it next, it's all going to be full of wheat. And then this little outline is actually going to be the wall. We're going to have two walls, a bigger wall and a smaller wall. This will be part of the big wall. I know it's kind of small, but I think we're going to expand it out a little bit. And if you can see that wall that runs right through the middle, that's going to be the smaller wall. And as you can see, they're both online right now. Two of them are online. And here's the outline of the... Again, the outline of the big wall is going to go way over here. We're going to have a coliseum set over here and a whole bunch of different stuff. And this was taken during the night, but you can see all that it is. And then this is my base. So as you can see, I have walls that are completely legit. I guess that's the word that we use. Say, is it legit or not? So I have the walls. They tunnel through the mountain at certain points, and then they're just walls right there. And right in this little section right here, I actually changed this and made it into a whole bunch of farms with animals in it. And as you can see, those animals were all moved over to that little section. And my wall goes completely around this base. I just found these mountains and decided, hey, this will take a lot less time to build a wall around, and so I have a giant area in which to build. And as you can see, no one can climb up from the sides because I chopped down the sides of the wall a little bit. I also did that a little bit more, so this is a little bit of an outdated footage, but it's still pretty relevant. So as you can see, it's all grass right here. And I've got my villager stall over there with all my chests, and off to over there. Okay, this one is Airthorn 77's base. And I don't know too much about this, but as you can see, his walls, he's also like 15 hours behind the rest of us, so he has a lot to catching up to do. That's why my walls are a little bit better than his, and he's not as prepared for everything as we are. And this is basically where his wall is going to go around to as far as I know. And as you can see over here, I think there's a little lag that's about to come up. But right there, that's his mine. He's going to make it like a drill going down. And over here is his burial mound. He made a giant burial mound, kind of a catacomb. And inside here is his house with all of his enchanting stuff and nether portal. And this base is Clark DL19's. And as you can see, his walls are also a lot better now. But as you can see, he was putting an obsidian middle to it, so it would make it harder to drill through. And I think he's updated it a lot. Like over here by the water, he followed it along the shore instead of just having it out in the water, because otherwise he'd have to put sand all the way up to it. So as you can see, he's got his sugar cane, he's got his sheep and cows and all sorts of crops. And he doesn't have much because of his mines. He has a lot of diamonds and a whole bunch of ores that help him. As you can see on his sign, it says sheath weapon before entering. And finally, this is John and T's base. As you can see, the animals are outside of it. They were actually moved into it from all I know. And his walls were also, I think his walls were completed since the time of this footage. And you can see his nether portal, his little well, I guess that's what that is. He's got a pretty nice cactus farm going and all of his other stuff. He's got his sheep out there, and off right over here is his bridge right over to his mine. Well, I hope you guys all enjoyed that little tour of our properties. As you can see, my property was cleaned up a little bit, and all of theirs were updated a little bit, but not much. So I'll be taking the actual tour of it in one of my later episodes. I'll run to each of their houses, probably do a few pranks on them, whole bunch of fun stuff. So if you guys are interested in survival multiplayers, tell your friends and just help support on this, because I really like the idea of doing this. I'm about to walk off the edge, but I really like the idea of doing an SMP server. It just sounds like a lot of fun to me, and I hope you guys will enjoy this. This is TheSherockow, aka Grant, sign off for the night. Thank you all for watching, and like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. See ya! Bye! I'm going to show you guys all the rules. You guys can pause it. I'm just going to go through a couple screenshots of the official rulebook that was made by John and T. So if you want to, you can pause the video and see the actual rules, but pretty much we'll be explaining them. I'll be explaining them throughout the episodes and saying what I can and can't do anyway. So if you want to, go ahead and read them right now.